What's up, fight fans and cannabis activists alike? We're back with another edition of My Marijuana Chronicles, sponsored as always by our good friends at O2 Vape. Make sure you check them out at o2vape.com and use promo code MyMMAnews at checkout for 20% off your order. On this edition, we have a very special returning guest. Our guy, Big Lonn from High Rollerz, is here to talk about the world's first ever dope yo. That's right, a hemp wick that also doubles as a yo-yo. This is a one-of-a-kind product with many more to come. He's here to talk about it. For any stoner, it's an absolute must for your accessories. So we talk about Cops versus Stoners, which just went down. We talk about Women's Night that's coming up on October 16th, and November's show War Games, which will be for past and present military. Also, all black belts will get to compete for free. We talk about why the fans keep coming out to High Rollerz. We talk about it all. And by the way, My MMA News will be at High Rollerz War Games in the house for all your interviews you need, for all your stoners, all your athletes. Make sure you keep it locked. What's going on, Big Lonn? How are you, brother?
Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm trying to hold on, find this fucking volume. There we go. Right, I'm back. I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. As always, it's a pleasure talking to you. You know what I got? I got my Lonn Wicc right there. Everybody needs to go and grab their own. We'll get into that in the interview here. But first and foremost, again, I appreciate you being on. So, High Rollerz, Cops versus Stoners. It was such a fantastic event, man. Tell me a little bit about it. What was going on with it?
Oh man, it was cool as hell. So we had a team of active stoners. You know what I mean? We had a team of active police officers with a couple like retired police officers, and the the team captain of the team, Mitch Aguilar, was Navy SEAL. So so it was just like, you know what I mean? It was a good time. It was like just trying to bridge that little prohibition thing going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Between like this stuff being seen as not a fucking gateway drug or nothing. Like, let me tell you something. When you smoke this, you look at other drugs and be like, why the fuck would I do that? Like, I don't want to do that. This is not a gateway drug. This drug has never made me go, oh man, I want to do some fucking blow. This shit, I hit this shit, and I'll be like, why the hell would I do that? Like, no, I'm good. Like, oh, I'm cool. So, but yeah, so just bridging the gap and just, you know what I mean, having a good time. Donation went towards the Adopt a Cop Foundation. If you don't know them, check them out. They are an organization that is like spearheading we believe all police officers should do jujitsu to help with a lot of the shit going on right now, like a lot of the situations. Like, I'm a heavy believer in that. Like, the confidence you get walking up towards somebody when you know how to handle yourself is a lot different than the confidence of you like unsure what the fuck is about to go on. When you like, all right, I don't give a fuck what's about to go on. I'm good for any situation. You carry yourself differently. Your aura is different. Your vibe is different. So the way you come out towards somebody is a little different. You like, you know what I mean? Like, even like with like being like with Wiz doing security shit, like, you don't care. You're not going to catch me out here like, rah, motherfucker, rah. I was like, nah, man. That's probably gonna bring way more problems than it will solve, rather than me just tapping you saying, "Yo, excuse me, my man. You mind right now? Like, you know what I mean? Got the fuck out the way. Like, you know what I mean?" But it's not even like what I'm saying. Is how you say it sometimes. So that
And
can make a huge difference.
like you were saying, the bridging the gap and everything like that. Do you think that proper education, proper training with the police force could resolve a lot of the de-escalation situations? Like you said, when you're ready, when you know what you can do, when you can adapt to the situations, you're not as highly likely to pull the gun, let's just say, for example.
Hell yeah, man! It can help with so many de-escalation situations. Like, I mean, all right, sometimes there's situations where shit is not going to be de-escalated. Like, and that's black, white, fucking Mexican, Asian, Persian. It don't fucking matter. Like, sometimes there's a point where you're like, oh, this motherfucker got it on his mind. Like, this is it. He's at the point of no return, and like, I understand that. You know what I mean? And then there's sometimes where you can approach a situation differently, see what's going on. Your demeanor might make his demeanor get better. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, when you're dealing with a officer now, like especially growing up in the hood, like I feel like in the hood is where they put the cops with the most attitude sometimes, and with the most, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because they feel like everybody out there is like some animal or beast sometimes. You know what I mean? That you got to do all this to do this with. So like a lot of times you just put like a normal guy out there who knows how to communicate and talk to some people. Like the respect is completely different, man. Completely different. Like if you get one guy who's like respectable, boom, and like straight up, like he's a straight up good police officer, like no one has a problem with him. Like never. No one has a problem with him. We come around, motherfuckers is respectful, ain't nothing going on, boom. And then you get the other hand where you get the ones who just want to just go crazy all day. Like I've dealt with both. Like
Mm-hmm.
grew up in a rough neighborhood, so you know what I mean. My friends, you know what I mean, guys who's outside all day sometimes. So I had to end up dealing with both when I go to hang out and shit like that. And each one is different. Like even though, like I'll get some of the asshole ones who want to be assholes. Like I can just see it. They want to be an asshole. I'm like, yo, man, like you don't got to do that with me, dude. Like I'm not about to give you a hard time. Like look at me, bro. Do I look like I'm about to start a foot chase with you? Like do I look like I really just want to run? Like no, man. So calm the fuck down. Like I'm not. I'm chilling. Like you know what I mean? That can, and then you get the ones that come up like, hey man, what's going on, guys? You go, oh shit, man. Nothing. Boom. That's the whole difference right then and there. Like that's it. So
Mm.
yeah, I think a lot of it plays a big part, and just knowing sometimes everybody you don't got to approach everybody the same. Everybody's not this fucking animal and beast and just wild street gangster from the fucking Al Capone days, and
Mm.
you know what I mean, with Tommy guns on them all the time. Like, nah, not everyone. Then you got areas where shit's bad, and I understand. Like, yeah, man, I get it. Like, I get it, but it's still a way to approach a situation. Like every,
Agreed.
you know what I mean? Like, if somebody draw down on you and they're trying to shoot you, man, shit, you
Mm.
know what I mean? But if someone's in the middle of the street signaling you for help, you know what I mean, because their car broke down, and the news reporter answers like, "Oh, that looks like a big bad dude," and then he shot. You like, well, what the fuck? What just happened? Like, why did he called you?
Yeah.
Like, he called you for assistance because his
Where?
car was broken down.
Yeah. Where did it go from 0 to 100?
How the fuck did it go there?
Yeah.
Like, and then even with dude, I forgot the cop's name, but with the George Floyd situation, was I don't know the dude's name, the cop, but
Um.
like, if he wasn't like an asshole. You know what I mean? The look on his face just said asshole. But even if he wasn't an asshole, let's say he knew jujitsu, even if he was just a fucking blue belt. Now let's say he was a white belt, a fucking 8 month white belt. Situation's completely different.
Mm.
Completely different. He know how to restrain him differently. You know what I'm saying? It just things are just different. Like
Not
that's what
only
I.
are not only are things different, but they work better from when you're
Mm-hmm.
trained properly on the matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's just things could just be de-escalated so much quicker. Just going,
Mm-hmm.
just adding on what you were saying.
Yeah, because it's like I mean, if I put you in the RNC, if I put that on you, I know how long it takes for you to go out, and I know when you're out. I know when all right, he's done.
Mm.
He's not a threat anymore. He's incapacitated. Boom. All right, let me just sit him down. He's not moving for a while.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I know that. Versus I don't know, and I put you in a WWE fucking ravishing Rick Rude fucking chokehold, or I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like they don't know. On
Mm.
wrestling, you just do it until the arm falls down 3 times. I mean, it's a complete difference. So, hey guys, how y'all doing? All right. So it's like a huge difference. It's so funny. It's like, yes, I do have neighbors. I'm a regular person.
Not only did he, spearhead and pioneer a brand new just realm of jujitsu practicing, he's just a regular guy. He's got neighbors. He's a friendly guy. There you go. You just saw it.
Yeah, super, super. I'm as regular as they come, man. I'm pretty boring, actually. I like fishing and like animals and hanging with my kids. I'm super boring.
Um, Now, like you were talking about restraining some of your work with Wiz back in the day, and you just for lack of better words, you were on heavy lifting a couple weeks ago during the Jake Paul and your boy T Wood fight. And
Oh,
T Wood gave the green light, and I'm sitting there watching the press conference, and I see my guy Big Lon out in the crowd, going to take care of business, going to take care of Mama Woodley. And so, tell me, what the hell happened first and foremost, and where
first
did
of
you come
all,
into play? I know you guys
first
are
of all,
boys, but
first of all, the funniest part about the whole green light thing, he keeps saying green light, but he's saying the wrong name. So I'm just sitting there looking like, oh man, damn man, he's calling the green light on somebody. That's crazy, man. I'm like, wait a minute, why does he keep saying Breeze? And I'm like, hey man, you talking to me? I was like, oh shit. I'm like, oh, all right, well, cool, I hear you, but no, I'm not running over there though. Like, green light is cool, but it's the heat of the moment. Like, I'm your security guard for the day, not a henchman. There's a difference. Like, I'm not about to go over there, go punch this motherfucker in his face and fuck up all the money. You know what I'm saying? Now,
which could have
like,
happened.
yeah, that could have happened easily, very easily. Like, could have easily happened. Say I was, say it's just like my first year touring with Wiz. We just on the road. Oh, it would have happened exactly like that. I'd have went over there, I'd have busted his face up.
And just saying what it is, man. You're trained. How many people in his entourage were trained? Let's just.
I don't know. I actually don't even know for real. Like,
Did you
I think
feel threatened?
there was like a couple like bare knuckle boxers, and
Uh,
the one guy's a boxer, Jay Leon. He was like, I think Jay Leon's a champion, or well, former champion or whatever.
mhm,
But you know what I mean, he know how to throw his hands and shit. But
yeah.
still, like,
Once you're on
that's
duty, you're on
cool.
duty.
Like, that's cool. Boxing is cool, but if we out there, I'm gonna teach you about a double leg real quick. Like, you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Like, boxing go out the window when you in that room, boy. Muay Thai clench, knees, elbows, it can get nasty. I'll bite you. I'll bite your throat. I don't care. If we in a
So,
street fight, yeah, I'm gonna bite your throat, bro.
speaking of BKFC, interestingly enough, as you know, I was talking to Arnold Adams, and I was like, "Hey, I know that fucking setup real well. I know
God,
that studio real well." And I was
that's
like, "You're an HR, you're at HR HQ." He was like, "Yeah, you remember that?" I was like, "Hold on, is Lonnie around?" But
yeah,
so
yeah.
anyway, so you got BKFC fighters all up in the, so you guys do a lot at HR HQ, man. You guys got your smokers contest. You guys got so much going on, man. It continues to blow up. It started out with jujitsu and music, and you guys are continuing that, but it's just blowing up so much now with your striking, with everything going on. It continues to blow up. Yet recently, you had Jorge Masvidal, who was at the most recent event. So, what is it about High Rollerz, man? What is it that keeps the VIP guests coming? What is it that keeps the members and the competitors coming and keeping it strong?
You're literally when you're there, somebody might ask for a picture. Maybe 3 times after that, you're a regular homie. You in the community. You watching jujitsu. You hanging out with some friends and shit. Like, no one's gonna bug you. You know what I mean? Every time you turn around, it's like, oh shit, you in here, yo!
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and it's not paid for. You know what I mean?
Uh
Like,
huh.
no, we're not buying that. We're not like, hey man, like, I got this money, come on over here and shit
Right.
like that. A lot of it's like, yo, you guys got anything going on? I love to come through and check it out. We've been going, damn, that's cool as fuck. Yeah, come on. Like, so a lot. It's an organic love for what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, Like, like I said, and just the worlds we coming from. People already knowing like a lot of us, and like, you know what I mean. As far as like my partners, Mighty Matt,
Mm-hmm.
Icy Mike, like our connections, like beyond this, our friendships we developed through the years from our other career paths and shit. It's just like it brings a bunch of people around. Like sometimes I just look, I'll be like, damn, like that person was in there, like damn, like they were in there, like it'll just be like a fucking plethora of just random ass celebrities just in the building. Like it tripped me out the one time I'm sitting there like, yo, that's the guy from fucking Slipknot. Like he's like High Rollers is like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Which one?
Sid, the DJ.
No shit.
Yeah, Sid's in there. It was like it was a random ass day, and there's like
Yeah.
Sid. Big U, fucking it was like Yancy Mendoros, fucking just like random ass people. I'm like, yo, that's cool as fuck. And no one said, hey man, like, could you please come over here and just make me look cool, or you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
It was nothing like that. And that's the best part. It's nothing like it. And everybody always supporting somebody there. And there are a lot of people who do jujitsu and train, you know what I mean, with this shit, but they don't have a platform to show their skills on, show their skill set and shit. So when they get to do it, they get to telling their friend, and little did you know their friend is fucking some damn UFC veteran that been their homeboy for years. It's just that they smoke and never had nowhere to do the shit at. So
Right.
you know what I mean? And like it's just fun, man. There's no stress. Like everybody compete. Like I'll ask them, like, how's it competing? They're like, man, like I wasn't stressed out at all, man. It was just like I wasn't stressed out. I felt good. Like and the competition is actually really high level. Like really high level.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
some of the best grapplers in the world. I mean,
yeah,
period, point blank.
we got people who have made like won some of the biggest IBJJF tournaments, won this, won that. They might come in the top three of High Rollers, but they won't win the shit.
Mm.
Like I said, man, there's some people who smoke weed who really do this. Like, and they're really fucking good. You're like, holy shit, man. Like,
Which is interesting because now that I've gotten to build a little bit of a rapport relationship with you and everything like that. A lot of times, um, when I'm talking to my jujitsu friends, brown belts, black belt, belts of all kinds, you know what I'm saying? And they're always asking, "How can I get on High Rollerz? Can you talk to somebody? Can you get me on?" And obviously, I can't do that. But what can you tell people that do want to get on High Rollerz?
just go to the website and sign up. Literally. So from now on, just act like you did something. Like, look, man, I got you this thing, so I'm gonna send you this link. Just go there and sign up. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, remember, Adam did that for you. So when you win, don't forget about me. You know what I mean? Yeah, but literally, you just go to our Smooth Comp. You just sign up. What's going on? Um, we're actually starting now. Uh, black belts free. You guys compete for free at our open. So any black belts who want to sign up, men, women, it's free for you guys. You know
That's
what I mean?
awesome. That's really
So yeah,
cool.
just a little, you know what I mean? Thank you for putting the time in, and I
I,
understand what's going on.
you literally just took the words out of my mouth. I said, for putting that much time in, it's almost like
Mm-hmm.
giving back for the time in they put, like time served almost, but in a good way. Not the kind of time served I would be used to hearing, but
Yeah, not that
you
time, sir.
know.
Oh, we don't want that time, sir. Don't do it. Don't do it. But
So, but yeah,
yeah,
bro.
even if you did that time serving you home, come on, you allowed to come through, man. You know, but you
So,
know,
so with so many good matches, man, tell me some of your highlights from Cops versus Stoners, man. Obviously, such a great time. So many celebrities, like we said, and obviously the show and that you guys do in the studio. So, what was some of your highlights from the show?
you know what? Let me actually. I want to actually look at a couple names because man, I had some. There was some fun shit going on there. So I'm gonna say there was a tie between my favorite match, and that was between the main event with Jake Shields and Mitch.
Mm.
That one, and then let me get their names right. That's what I wanted to grab just real quick. Where is it? It was an excellent match. Come on, man, pop up for me. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, player? Let's see. Is this it? What are their names again? Oh, here we go. So it was the brown belt match between Chris Crawford and what is the officer's name? His name was like Barolas or
Mm.
something like that. But here's the brown belt. Man, that match was so damn good. Like I'm not gonna lie. I was underestimating that officer's jiu-jitsu. And he did win the match. The officer won the match. But I knew Chris was a beast. So I knew Chris was a beast already. I didn't know the officer. So I'm like, all right. It might be serving one up. You know what I mean? I'm thinking Chris about to jump in here and just take a leg home real quick or something. No, that was not the fucking case. Not not at all.
Not even a
Turn
little.
be probably I damn man, I don't know. It's a tie between my favorite matches. That main event and this was the brown belt match. So this was 2 matches before the main event. So those 2 matches right there had me in there like down there about to fuck up what I was doing. Like I was supposed to be working and doing some shit. Well, I'm sitting there like, oh, this is fucking great. Like this is a great match. Like, so excellent fucking matches, man. And shit, first match of the night. What's his name? Blue belt, Charlie Decker. He's Jorge Masvidal's like that's his man. Like you know what I'm saying. So that's why like Jorge was there. So like I was saying, like you see how like you get a homie who's doing it. You never know who his homie is. So you know what I mean. Jorge's there supporting his man during the tournament, and his man get on the guy's back. Was it on his back? It might have been a head and arm. I think it was a head and arm. Couldn't even tell it was so fast. Put him right to sleep.
No shit. Yeah.
First match of the night, the guy's out there asleep, man. You know what I mean? And he woke up like, that was fucking great. You know? It was like, so I was having a good time, man. But and there was an officer. What is his name? I can't remember his name right now, but he looked like what he was. He was a D1 football player or something like that. So I'm looking at him like, like a damn running back or some shit like that. I thought he was gonna be like muscly and you know what I mean. Nope, he was good as fuck. You know what I mean? Blue belt, good as fuck. Good jiu-jitsu, great hips, movement was smooth. Like you know what I mean. He was the one who set the tone for the officers. He got his win, and it started to like, you know what I mean. They started to
rally
like,
back.
In this now, like so, it was cool, man. And then even that aspect of it, having like people who was for the officers, people who was for the stoners, it was fun as fuck in there, man. Like for real, definitely.
Cool.
Definitely.
So October 16th, we got Ladies Night coming up, and on November 13th, we have what was the name?
November, is it 13th?
I thought it was the 13th.
I think it might be like the 11th.
You could be. You're probably right.
I think I hope it's the 11th, not the 13th. I actually have I think I have a match on the 12th of November.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, here in Pittsburgh at our Stout Super Fights. I always do those. So.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I always do. Always.
That's
always.
sick.
Hell yeah.
So any matchups for Ladies Night, and what's the November card? It's I know it's military. War Games, that's it.
Yeah, that one's gonna be cool as fuck.
Any matchups you want to announce?
So Ladies Night, I think the main event is gonna be Jessica Evil Eye and Sarah McMahon. I believe. Don't get me wrong. Of
course.
Hold on. You know what? Let me make sure I'm right.
Well, I know Jessica Evil Eye. She competes for you guys, and that's your homie. Yeah,
that's my.
But that would be a fun grappling match to watch.
Yeah, Jessica does a lot. Like she supports us so much. She does a shit ton behind the scenes. Anything we need or whatever, she won't even get the time to ask her for it. No, you know who it is? I'm sorry, Jillian Robertson.
Oh yeah. I've actually interviewed Jillian before.
Jillian, Jessica will be the main event.
Jessica Eye and Jillian Robertson. That's a hell of a matchup.
Yeah, and we just stacking the card. We want to make sure our champions are competing, and they got some good matches. We are getting ready for the November 11th card, I believe, which will be War Games, which will feature mostly. So the main event will feature like the big 4 branches. You know what I'm saying? Marines, Army, Air Force, Navy. Boom. But in between that, any branch of like service is more than welcome to come in and see if they can get on the match, whether it be Coast Guard, fucking reserves. You know what I'm saying? Anything like more than welcome to come sign up, come jump in it. You could be in this country and have been in the other military and fucking I don't give a shit. Australia, the British Army, the goddamn MI6,
Big
whatever.
Lonn's inclusive.
Yeah, man. If you was in any type of service, wherever the fuck you from, and you do jujitsu and you want to represent, feel free, man. War Games, November 11th. We're gonna have some Army Rangers versus some SEALs. That's for sure already. We're gonna have we're gonna do a quintet style event with the Air Force, the Army, the Navy, and the Marines. Uh, we got a lot of shit going on. Oh yeah, and then let me rewind back and go back to Ladies Night. One announcement for that was um, I don't want to butcher her name, but the makeup artist from the UFC who passed away recently.
Mm-hmm.
It's we already like had this planning going on, and I wanted to aim it towards that because like I have a lot of friends in my life or whatever, females and everything that's passed away from breast cancer or that have dealt with it. So off top, when we got to doing the schedule, it was like, yo, October, nothing else matters for that. It's gonna be women, breast cancer. We need to find a foundation. Like this is a huge, like that's always been one of the things on my brain. Like I told Matt off top, like you know what I mean. He's always like, yeah, whatever I say. He's like, I'd be like, all right, this. He'd be like, all right, cool. Like you know what I mean. But so I'm like, all right, bro. Like October has to be women's breast cancer awareness. We need to find a foundation, whatever, boom. And then that ended up happening. She ended up passing away from breast cancer, I believe. I think she had fought it a couple of times and survived. And then she ended up recently passing away from it. So
yeah, Susie Fratton.
Susie. Susie. That ended up happening with Susie. And like I said, Jessica's a huge, you know what I mean, a part of her like infrastructure and shit. So instantly it was just like, yo, Susie, the breast cancer awareness event we're doing ladies night, like, can we do that? Can we give the money, you know what I mean, to her? And then I guess the people at the UFC were like, that's great. You get the money to her, but her foundation she was supporting is called I'm messing everything up right now. I don't got like nothing in front of me to read, but there's her foundation she was supporting. So we're gonna do like a split, something that, you know what I mean, help the family. Like donation goes towards hers, and the rest will go towards her foundation that she was supporting or whatever with her fight with breast cancer. So I'm super pumped about that shit right there. That's gonna be dope as hell.
Yeah.
It sucks that, you know what I mean, sucks she's not here or whatever, because I would love to have her there, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And been able to reach out to her for the foundation and have her like actually be a part of it. That'd have been cool as fuck. Like, and at that point in time, like it never even registered in my brain to maybe reach out to her. Like, I've been looking for so long too. Like, I'm like, man, I don't know who to, because I'm one of them people. I don't want to just give some money to somebody and you be like, hey, what happened to that money? And like, I don't know. And then it, like no one knows where it goes. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, where'd it go? But there's something like running around in the fucking bushes out there. Keep hearing like, hey man, like Michael Myers, Jason. I don't know if y'all know, but I will double leg the shit out of one of y'all.
I was gonna say, I think I would put my bet on Lonn over any kind of fucking super horror character any day of the week. I'm just I'll go ahead and put my bet on DraftKings now.
Listen, I'd fuck one of them. I already got a strategy to beat them all. Go ahead and ask me.
Pennywise.
Pennywise the clown?
Yep.
Smack him.
Chucky. I already know this one.
Chucky? I'm going to put him in that yellow adoption box that you see on the side of the road. You can give him away? Yeah. There you go.
Jason.
I'm going to push his ass in the water fountain.
Freddy.
Wake up.
Michael Myers.
Probably just like hit him in the head really hard with something. He's a regular motherfucker.
You said ask me. I had to do it, but so real quick, man. Getting back on track a little bit. The beacon.
No, we're never on track with me.
I know, right? We're right. Well, we'll see, and that's why I like talking to you, man. It can go. It can that's where you're wrong. I think you're one of the easiest and best interviews is because I can have some kind of like questions or structure or something like that. But then when you take me in different directions, usually it's a lot of the points that I want to touch anyway. So I'm like, oh, Lonn's just taking me through my little fucking scheme real quick.
Nice.
So you do the work for me. So no, but just getting back a little bit, man. BKTV, obviously BKFC owns. You guys are on that now for your
Yep.
High Rollerz events. Where did that come into play? What happened with that?
Man, we got a bunch of friends everywhere, man. Shout out my guy Icy Mike. He he did Icy Mike shit. You know what I mean? And then boom, there you go. We there. Him and Mighty Matt. Uh, they just, you know what I mean, constantly working on keeping all the background shit fresh and new, keeping just keeping us like, you know what I mean, getting us even more up to date on shit. So
Mm.
who knows what the next step is from there? Maybe it's fucking High Rollerz TV. Like, you never fucking know. Like, we just trying to just keep pushing it and changing it and everything else. Like, um, shit. We got smokers going on.
Mm.
We got some shit working. What the fuck is that?
He's getting ready to go chat. What Big Lon is doing right now is he sees something off camera that's really bothering him, and given it's starting to get a little dark outside, might feel a little bit like his safety's in.
All right.
I just tried to give a little explanation of what the hell you were doing.
So my ass figured out what the fuck it is.
What was it?
I'm on one side of my porch. On the other side of my porch, at the end of it,
Mm-hmm.
I have a pond.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fucking fish. They're like jumping up out the water, just doing crazy shit over there.
Oh, you got a pond?
Yeah. And there's fish
Uh,
jumping out the water. So that's what the fucking noise is.
got you.
What the fuck is that? Like,
What do you have stocked in it?
I just got some little outdoor koi.
Okay.
Something like that. I might put like a predator fish in there because there's this fucking bird. It escaped from like the aviary and it would like sit on the roof and try and get my fish. So we'll put something in there to eat bird. Yeah. Fucker, don't play with me.
Just I wouldn't go the piranha route just because
No,
they're too skittish.
no, I want like a wolf fish or a tiger fish. Like,
Wolffish are tight. Bucktooth tetras, they're mean.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What about that? What's the one from Thailand that took over Florida? Is that the snakehead? No.
Snakehead.
Yeah, snakehead.
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 Yeah. But
Yeah.
actually, dude, if you actually search, and this is completely off topic, I'm loving this now just because being an aquarium fan. If you look up some aquariums with snakefish in them, like actual keepers, they can be gorgeous fish. Like they don't look.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
nice colors and shit.
Yeah. They pop real nice.
I'm a fan of the peacock bass too.
Yeah.
They're like a big ass cichlid anyway. I mean,
Yeah. Um. I'm stuck with piranhas right now. I love them, but you know it is what it is.
red
It's just
bellies.
no. Sarah Salmus rhombus, black piranha.
Yeah, there we go. There we.
Yeah.
You know, real piranhas.
Yeah, exactly. I
People
mean,
was like, the red bellies. I was like, no,
no,
black piranhas.
yeah,
They
nah,
and they big too, man.
they do. My guy right now, he's about 6 inches. He's still got a ton of room to grow, but yeah, you drop something in there, it won't last long. But and here you go, yet again, transitioning me to my next topic, Lonn Wicc, and I got mine right here
And
as well.
and
The first ever, the world's first dope yo. It is a hemp wick. A lot of people are used to seeing hemp wicks, but they are not used to seeing a dope yo. So tell me, where did the idea come up with? And tell me all the features, the facets, everything about that.
all right, so check this out. The whole actual thing behind Lonn Wicc is I am a fucking nerd. I always tell you people this, right? And back in the day, hand to hand combat, yo-yo was one of the first weapons to deal with some shit. Somebody had a knife or some shit trying to poke you up, and you was like, man, look, I'm not about to deal with that up close and personal. You think this is a toy I'm swinging? It's not, motherfucker. 3D yo-yo. Hit you right in your goddamn nose. your eyes water up. Hopefully, I got enough time, kick you in the nuts, run behind you, strangle you, scream out Lonn Wicc right after you do it. But like that's the real like reason like I love yo-yos because people don't know what it actually was for at first. And like real yo-yos back in the day, like during the weapon days, they had different like edges. Some might have been stone with like ridges in them. Some might have been wood with like different little notches and stuff just to, you know what I mean, do some damage and shit. But so that's one of the main things. And then the other was just like uh I love hemp wicks and shit, but say like you get a hemp wick from somewhere, you know they usually come wrapped in like a figure eight or
Mm-hmm.
a funnel style or something like that. Once you pull that shit, you drop it, bro. That's it. It is no getting it back to the way it was.
No.
So you know what I mean? This right here is just a whole cool ass way to do this. Even if this shit completely unravels right now, this is all you do.
Right back up.
That's it, and it's right back to where it was. And so that was one of the things behind it. And it's just like I like the you know what I mean when you got a wick, sometimes you gotta use your finger to put it out, or you're not sure if that shit's all the way out. So motherfucker might hit some wind and light back up for you or something. So you know what I mean, we added a feature here to where you can put the little cherry out right there, make sure that shit's all the way out. And another way you can use that shit, actually, you could put a little tuck in here like that. Boom, just hold it, have your wick held up, ready to go this way. And cool thing about the wick, if you don't know how to use the wick, let's get into some usage real quick. All right, so right now the flame, the way it is, it's gonna stay like that. If I want the flame to get bigger, you know what I mean, I'll hold it down. The flame will grow. The flame will grow. The flame will grow. Well, so that's the regular way of doing it. Now, so instead of using my fingers to put this shit out,
A
check that shit.
little hole for the cherry.
Yeah, there you go. So now if I'm lighting a doobie, this is cool. You know what I mean? Let's say I'm lighting a Cuban cigar. I'm a Cuban smoker. All I do is take the wick, fold it, and just make a little as like make it look like a little a big match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
like a
you
big surface cover.
that's it. So you just add it a little bit more. Just light it, and it's just more like a bulkier flame. Boom. So now you can light your cigar. You don't gotta use the match no more and inhale the sulfur. You don't gotta use the lighter and inhale no more butane. So, you know what I mean? That's the beauty behind Lonn Wicc. And like I said, at the end, it's the actual yo-yo. And then when you read it every time, you know, I always like to make sure people learn some shit about themselves. So when you read it, got a cool little message. It says, if you're reading this, you're dope. So you know what I mean? Just want you to enjoy yourself.
Um, that was
And this
which
box is badass.
it's available now. Tell people where they can get it.
You can get Lonn Wicc at lonnwicc.com. It is available in many states and smoke shops right now. I will actually be listing where you can get it at across the country right now. A lot of little stores are picking it up. They are really fucking with it, and not even because like it's me or who I am or whatever, any shit like that. People genuinely like the shit. Like people want to use a wick now. And you understand, like if you don't understand, like when you so this right here, this is butane and it's a high temp flame. So when you light this with this, the terps get fucking overheated in here. You don't get the same flavor. You don't get the same taste. You don't get the same like the terps ain't the same basically. So when you light your wick, it's a natural flame and it's a low temp flame. So that's why it tastes completely different. Your paper don't turn brown when you light it and pull; it stays the same color. And if you're using this with glass, bong, or anything like that, it don't get that burnt, ashy taste in it ever because there's no gas, there's no butane. So, you know what I mean? Make sure you guys get you a Lonn Wicc, start smoking better, savor the flavor. You know what I mean? Protect your smoke a little smarter, protect your lungs. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be inhaling. You shouldn't inhale this shit, man. You know what I mean? Use this to light this, then like that.
Smoke some weed with some weed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, the version 1.0, which is what I'm calling it right now, just because I know you're a man of many ideas. I know you're probably thinking about version
Eight,
2.0.
eight already,
Exactly.
already.
But it was one of those. It was one of those things where when I was showing one of my buddies, he's not a combat sports fan, nothing like that, but I was showing him the contraption, loves smoking weed too. He was all about it, and then just like you said, if you're reading this, you're dope. He was like, just that little subtle, just the little subtle character, just it sells. Like just right there in itself, just like not only the packaging, but just like the little subtle intricacies about it.
Yeah,
It sets it off. So it's such a solid product for anybody that wants to just have it in your backpack. You can't go wrong with it. Period. Anybody
yeah,
that you can light up with it from somebody else's cigarette, somebody else's whatever. If you don't have your own, lighter, it's just the uses is ridiculous. But yeah, man, I appreciate you being on. Everything you do is just amazing for weed smokers. You're the people's stoner for a reason, Lon. What can I
thanks.
say?
I appreciate it. Oh, you know what else? That just
What's up?
reminded me. I actually had somebody use this to light their cigarette, and they had two cigarettes. They used a lighter and they used this, and they
Mm-hmm.
genuinely, holy fucking shit, this is a huge difference. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like a cigarette smoker. You know what I mean? So once I seen that, like, not bigging up cigarettes and nicotine
Right,
and all
right.
that, but yes, like, I know you're there now. You're like, yo, like this shit is real. Like this, he ain't just talking shit. So
Yeah.
that's
Get
pretty
it.
cool.
Get it for your knapsack. Get it for all your stoning needs, because
Yeah,
Lonn Wicc
get it,
is here to
get it.
stay.
It is no, no, no. This motherfucker is not going to be here to stay. I'm gonna move on. This will not be around no more, and there will be a different version. So while you can get this, hold on to it.
I was
And
saying Lonn Wicc
I
as a
mean, get you.
branding.
Oh yeah, the brand's here to stay, baby. We in this bitch.
Lonn
No,
Wicc branding is here to stay, but get your version 1.0, 2.0. Be a collector. Yeah, everybody
yeah.
wants a dope yo. Everybody gonna collect some dope yos.
And I promise, the next batch that's coming out is gonna be crazy. The ones after that is gonna be insane. The ones after that, talk chaos. After that, straight carnage. Then this whole shit's gonna be nuts. All right. And then we got rollers going on. Can't forget smokers. Shout out to Joe Schilling, Big Breeze, Icy Mike, Mighty Matt, Panama the Plug, Brian Quack, Emily, like D. Shout out the team, Angel. Shout out everybody. Shout out Adam.
I'll get to meet the team in person in November, so I can't wait for that one.
All right, man. You better be there, man. You keep saying this.
Lon, I appreciate you, bro. I seriously do, man. Every time we talk, it's always fun just BSing with you, and then not only that, but interviewing you as well, man. It's always fun. And what you're doing for the community,
Oh,
stoners, jujitsu, it's fantastic. Go ahead.
shout out my guys Dan and Taylor over at Lonn Wicc. Shout out Warren Stout, Mike Wilkins, all my guys down at Henzo Gracie Pittsburgh. Without none of these people, none of this shit would be here. All right, it'd still be in my head.
All right, Lon, I appreciate you, brother. Have yourself a great weekend, and until we talk next time, brother.
All right, guys, remember weed and water. That's all you need, baby. I mean, it's some
Of
food. Make sure the food's healthy, clean. Other than
course.
that, eat water.
There he goes. Lon Howard, as they call him, the people stoner, Big Lon. And he is here with his Lonn Wicc. I got to say, I got to join
No
him
more
right there as a
butane.
little, no more
Remember,
butane.
High Rollerz, black belts are free.
Black belts are free. High Rollerz. You heard it from the man himself. Big Lon, the people stoner. We're out here at My Marijuana Chronicles. Keep it locked to MyMMAnews.com for all your fight news.